So buy now, pay later has taken over everyone's household. And what's scary about it is it's hard to know exactly how much debt people are within these companies because it doesn't get reported to the credit bureau. So I saw a whole bunch of videos on TikTok where everyone had opinions about it. And I would love to hear your opinion as well. Do you think buy now, pay later is a bad thing or a good thing? And if you used it, how was your experience?
I hate buy now, pay later. I think it's total bullshit. I think it's preying on young people, putting lipstick on a pig, saying, oh, this is innovation. No, it's not. It's debt. So this is yet another vehicle, mendacious fuckery of a consumer offering to convince people to spend more money than they have and to live for the now as opposed to delayed gratification. In general, I think buy now, pay later is not only a bad idea, not only bad for young people, bad for the country, bad for the planet. I think it's bad for Apple. I don't think Apple should be in that business. And I understand it's not much different than a credit card, but it feels especially predatory.
Okay, I just discovered Scott Galloway a few months ago. I read his book. I think it's called The Algebra of Wealth. Excellent book. This man just doesn't hold back. He says exactly how it feels. And in that book is extremely excellent. I highly recommend that you guys check that book out. But now, with this whole buy now, pay later, he's exactly right. It is extremely predatory. So many people cannot afford to buy little things. Now, groceries now is being part of this whole buy now, pay later. You could buy groceries, you could buy t-shirts, you could buy anything you want. And everywhere you go, it's always on that website, right in the bottom. With 4 easy payments, you can pay this. And it seems on the surface is great, right? Especially because it says no interest. So, of course, I mean, come on. Who is gonna pass up on something and pay no interest? And the majority of us would say, well, you know what? I could take that money, I could do something else with it, because now all I have to do is pay 4 small, easy payments, and that's it. But there's a problem with that. And he mentioned in the video as well, and I have you agree, is the gratification. You are now making things worse by not giving yourself the ability to say no to yourself. Now, all you're doing is saying yes to everything because you're looking at things in the form of a payment. And that's why I feel like the buy now, pay later is a horrible thing you should do. Now, first of all, when I first heard about it, I didn't think it was that bad because I grew up in a time when layaway was such a big thing. So I thought, this isn't that bad, but oh man, it really is. My whole tune had changed once I recognized so many people were just buying junk, buying extreme junk when you're using buy now, pay later. You could buy yourself fast food, you could buy anything. You could travel, anything with these buy now, pay later.
Phantom debt is stupid. Phantom debt is what we like to call the buy now, pay later, the Affirm, and all of those kind of sites. Why are you financing t-shirts and Nikes? Like, if you gotta finance clothes, you should not be making that purchase. That shit ain't that deep.
He's right, man. It's not that deep. It really isn't. You can wait to buy yourself clothes. You can wait for all those things. Now, in case you guys don't know what he means when he says phantom debt, that's the new term that they're calling now, the buy now, pay later, the Affirms, the Klarna, all that stuff. They're calling it the phantom debt. The reason being is because as of now, it doesn't get reported to the credit bureau. So right now, any bank or anyone trying to give you a loan, they do not see how much debt you truly have when it comes to these buy now, pay later situations. And that's why a lot of people are so against it. And it's a big fight. And if you ask me, later on, within a few years, that's going to change because it just seems completely wrong. You're not allowing anyone that's going to give you a loan the full visibility to see if you have the ability to pay it back or if you even have the money to pay back those loans. They have no idea. And that buy now, pay later, guys, is just going to catch up to people, especially if you keep on just buying ridiculous things. I mean, it's just getting pure insane.
Go now! Go now! Grab the children! Save the children!
Now that's exactly what's happening. People recognize that once you use this buy now, pay later, once that 2 weeks come and that payment is due, bam. You're getting hit with that money getting taken straight from your account because you cannot use credit cards when it comes to using buy now, pay later. It's coming directly from your account. And that is where a lot of people are recognizing, man, all those purchases I've made before, damn, now I gotta pay it back. And it hurts.
It's about to be some mess because so many people decided to buy now and pay for shit later. out of emotional response due to inflation being so high, COVID being locked up. 61% of Americans right now are living from paycheck to paycheck. And so do you honestly think that somebody who bought something months ago or a month ago is about to pay for that shit now? They're not.
You see, that's why I call it buy now, broke later. It's for that exact situation. It's really sad because this is coming out during COVID. When COVID came out, this ridiculousness started becoming a very popular thing. I remember I heard of a firm and I never really knew what it was. And someone mentioned it to me and I'm like, on the surface, it sounds good. It really does. It sounds good. But then I'm seeing, no. This is for the people that are trying to get more of your money, trying to steal your wealth, giving you an option to continue with this ridiculousness of you not being able to delay your gratification and buying everything. And as I said, on the surface, it sounds great because you're thinking about just making minimum monthly payments. And you're saying to yourself, well, you know what? In 4 easy payments, it's gone. Compared to putting on a credit card, then most likely you're not going to pay it off. But that's the thing when it comes to using debt. You have to be responsible. If you're not responsible with credit cards, just because it seems a lot simpler using your buy now, pay later, it doesn't mean you're making the right decision.
You need to book a flight. Today the prices is perfect, but you just paid all your bills and it's not really a good time financially. I have some options for you. Let me check my notes because I be taking notes for y'all. Uplift is directly built into the websites of Southwest, Spirit, and United Airlines.
No. If you paid all your bills and you have no money left, number one, you should take a deep breath and be happy you're able to pay off all your bills. Now you want to add a vacation on top of that. Yes, you can use these buy now, pay later apps to get a vacation. So you have no money to afford a vacation. You're gonna go to vacation broke. And if you have no money to just go on vacation, you have no money to spend on vacation. So you're gonna find some way to start spending money while you're on vacation with money you don't got. No. That video needs to be taken down, okay? You cannot be teaching people how to go on vacation when they're broke. If you're broke, your ass needs to stay home.
Americans are raking up phantom debt that Wall Street simply can't track. This is a Bloomberg story. So, folks, listen up. Here we go. So the rise of phantom debt is through popular buy now, pay later. You keep hearing about BNPL platforms like Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, which aren't reported to credit agencies, masks a true picture of American households' financial health. Tim Quinlan of Wells Fargo warns people need to be more awake of the rise of BNPL. BNPL's lack of transparency stems from a dispute between providers and credit bureaus, with BNPL companies resisting data disclosure, arguing it could harm customers' credit scores. Despite this, the market continues to expand, obscuring economists' understanding of consumer spending and debt.
Yeah, he just broke it down to exactly what this whole phantom debt is. That is a big problem. Okay, because right now you're hearing signs of the economy is doing better, people's consumers' debt is going down, everything sounds great, but there's that, I believe I heard it was like $2 billion worth of loans being offered by the buy now, pay later companies, just sitting, hiding somewhere where no one knows who has it, how much of it do they have, you have no idea. So economists are not able to give a good read to exactly how much money people are in debt with. Now, what's interesting as well, while I was doing my research, so many people were saying some interesting things, right? They were saying, well, of course, all these credit bureaus and everyone wants to find out what it is. That way they could try to charge some fee to sell your data. It's going to be a whole lot of things associated with trying to get your data with these companies, okay? But come on, guys, in all fairness, if you have debt, you know what I'm saying, it's there to protect you. They're not trying to harm you just because you have all this debt. They want to know how much debt you have and to stop you from running up so much debt to put yourself into a major crisis, because you can get into a major crisis if you're offered additional loans or mortgage or a car loan, all these things, but you're here with like $5, $6, $7 or $10,000 worth of debt with these companies.
So here's one of the biggest reasons I don't use Afterpay and why I recommend everyone think twice before using it. On Afterpay's website, they have a section specifically for retailers, and it says right here, shoppers who use Afterpay spend 40% more than those who do not. Spending money you don't have yet is much easier than saving up for something. Using Afterpay is just another form of getting in debt.
And that right there is the big problem with using a buy now, pay later. with Affirm, Klarna, all those companies. That right there is the fact of now you will buy more than you intended to buy. Because now you're looking at the monthly payment. If something you're looking for costs $100 and your budget was $100, but now you're being told you can spend $25 every 2 weeks to pay it off, the most likely thing you're gonna do, because all these websites, they're really smart, they really know how to make you buy more and more stuff, is to say, hey, with a few extra dollars, you get free shipping. Or if you buy one, you get another item for 20% off. All these sales, there's always sales. All these sales are gonna be there and you're gonna say, well, since I wasn't paid $100 now, right, and I get paid next week, then maybe rather than spending just $100, right, I could have a budget of $400 because I could spend $100 in 2 weeks and then I get paid and I get paid up another $100. So now you're forcing yourself to pay even more and you put yourself into even more debt with doing these options. Guys, let me know how you feel about the buy now, pay later. To me, this is just something that is gonna destroy people's wealth. But if you had experience with it, drop a comment down below. If you know anyone as well who uses this and they love using it, drop a comment down below because I would love to know about it. And maybe you can share your story if it's good or if it's bad so someone can make their own honest decision when they're gonna use this buy now, pay later.